So, I was going to start the Servant review by going straight into the meat and bones of this Avenger. But I realized to make my honest point about her, I must explain what an Avenger is. Yes, there's a point to all this, so don't click off the video. I'll bring my snake waifu out here in a minute. The class Avenger is part of an extra class. Yeah, extra class as in more than 7 in the Fate universe, specifically Fate Grand Order, aka our Gotcha Hell Life. They're strong against rulers, strong against berserkers, beasts are pussies in front of them, everyone else takes neutral damage from them, and the only fucking weakness they have is this mood cancer bitch, BB! Now to get started on this trip down emo hell, let's take a quick peek at the first Avenger. Not the Angry Mango, but the 5-star Ahmed Dantes. He's a quickie boy with these passive package. Avenger Skill A, reduces party debuffs and 10%, excluding himself, and increases rate on MP by 20%. Oblivion Correction B, increase on crit damage by 8%. Self-replenishment D, magic. For some reason, because he tried to magic Mike, but people said he was too emo for the job. Charges his own MP by 3% every turn. So as you see, the typical Avenger works by gathering crit stars and get crit to 100% and their MP to 100% so he can rain down his sweet revenge, his hot, burning revenge all over your enemies. Everyone saw this and it was good. I mean, no one thought it was the second coming, but still, how could you imagine DU Delightworks would do with this new class? It's not like they would be the most powerful servant in the game in terms of attack, would they? Meet Jeanne d'Arc Alter, a single target buster and one of the reasons your bank account still screams at you from afar as your children starve and you don't care because you have your goth waifu to replace that hole in your heart that your wife left you when she started dating your hotter twin brother. And I know, you're sitting there on the couch in nothing but your underwear. Yes, I know. Screaming, "Where's Gorgan? I came for Gorgan! I know! You want to cry over my waifu, and don't worry. We're almost there, so I can drink your sweet, salty tears." Gorgan, aka Medusa, aka my reason for living, is a 4-star servant with 10,700 attack and 10,197 HP. Here's your Grail results. She's an art buster with 3 hits on quick, 5 hits on arts, and 3 on buster, and 5 on her extra with a buster AoE MP which does high damage and curse to all foes with a small tiny MP gain to all active party members. So it seems nice. Well, you would think so. She does have the highest attack out of all the 4 stars in the game in NA. I don't know about JP, and due to my deep depression, I do not care. So, let's take a look at her assets for a bit. Now let's take a look at her skills. She has a normal Avenger kit, with her active skills being Monster Strength A, which gives 30% increase in attack and a 50% increase at level 10. Demonic Mutation B, which grants Guts for 1 turn and increased crit damage for 3 turns, 1000 HP revive and 20% crit increase at level 1, with a 3000 revive and 50% increase crit at level 10. And her namesake, Mystic Eye++, which gives the stun status effect to target enemy, all enemies to my knowledge, at a 55% chance at level 1 and a 105% chance at level 10. So you see, she follows the same theme of gathering crit and MP to do big damage, but where does this lovely goddess of anger and sexual frustration fall short? Well, it has 3 things. Just 3 things that hold her back. Star Absorption is at 29, her star weight is at 6%, and her NP gain is at 0.37%. These 3 things hold her back. So much, she can't rely on MP Sam on her own, and her crit damage is abysmal. Which kinda wonders why does she have the skill to increase it when she can't really increase her own star weight. Well, so to help her out, just give her a helper, then the push she needs, and she'll be okay. I pair her with Tomomo for help in MP department. Waver, and of course Merlin when he comes out. If he's not already by the time this video is uploaded. My schedule is kind of tight here. I also pair up with Lancelot Berserker for Stargather, but if you just so happen to have Jack the Ripper, that would be best, considering, you know, not a Berserker and doesn't fall flat on their feet. Edmund Dante's for the same reasons as Berserker and Jack the Ripper. Next, we're going to go over some CE recommendations. I have Leisure Store for Stargather, even though I tested it out, and with the team setup I can't figure out an appropriate way to use it. It does do an arts increase, but it also increases Stargather. True Samadha Fire for MP gain and Buster increase. This is what I mainly use because, one, you want to make sure a Buster hits really, really hard. So just in case you manage to do a Buster Brave Chain, you could do massive amounts of damage. And of course, like I put with all the Buster Avengers, Victor of the Moon. It works good with Jalter, it works good here. My final thoughts. Well, as a 4-star, she's good. Not great. She's not like, let's say, Hercules, which is a 5-star in disguise, which is sad, considering her role in the 7th Singularity and her eventual sacrifice fighting Tiamat. She's a decent character with decent backstory, and sadly there is no love for her. And have you realized that the bio, if you summon her, basically tells you to be careful? Even if you have an attachment to her or a bond level up, she still will kill you? That makes her one of the most dangerous servants to have, storyline-wise. I think the realization of Jalter went over Delightworks' face. They started to be a little bit lax on the class, and this kind of shows it. I don't know about the other two Avengers that have not come out yet, Lobo and Persona. But with this, you can tell they just didn't want to make another Jalter. But then again, in the same time period, they screwed up with Cock Wizard. Should you get this Servant? Do I recommend this Servant? Well, as an Avenger, like I said, she really has no class advantage, and to my knowledge, after Orlan's, the first Singularity, you really have no options going up against rulers, unless specific events say so. And as foreseen in the future, I don't even think we're going to fight a ruler class in a while. So, yeah, I recommend her if you like the character and you want to get to the character, but due to the fact we have Merlin coming up, I don't recommend her getting her right now. She is story locked, but if you really want to get her, like this fool who has her at an MP5, then I suggest go right ahead. But most likely just save your quartz for Merlin. Hello there, this is Diablos again. As you can see, my character model, my mascot for this channel, has completely changed to a newer, goofier design. Hopefully this will help with copyright problems if I ever come across them. And also, the person who did this is named Adequate. He is an amazing artist. I am very critical about art, so this is coming from my mouth. His art is just amazing. He can do different styles, and I'm going to link down in the description his Facebook page so you can follow him, and his Pixit. He is right now working on a Fate parody called Fate Alternative. It is a really good story. Sadly, he only has 4 chapters up, and he's working on the 5th chapter as we speak, or so. Like I said, he does really good art, and please just give him the support and love he deserves.